My dear friends, let's take some tzedakah, put it in the pushka together, and we will merit this which Rabbi Hanina ben Doise merited. What am I referring to? So first of all, there's the old saying that the Jew who doesn't believe in miracles is not a realist. That was certainly true in the Beis Hamikdash. There was in the Mishkan, in the temple, in the desert, everything was miraculous, including the transportation of it. As an example, to transport the Holy Ark, it took 4 Levites of the Bnei Kahas, the family of Kahas. They were tasked with carrying the Holy Ark. According to some calculation, empty, the Holy Ark weighed approximately 4 tons. Now add to it 4 blocks of stone, sapphire, 2 cubic feet each, 4 times 4, that weighs a little bit. How did they transport it? So we are told they each stood at the end of the poles. There were 2 poles on the sides. Each stood at it, put their hands to it, and the Aron started transporting itself, including the 4 people who held on to it. So the Gemara tells, the Medrash actually tells the following beautiful story. Rabbi Hanina ben Doise, one of the great sages of the time of the temple, great scholar, extremely pious. As pious as he was, so was he poor. He was desperate to bring some kind of an offering, some kind of a gift to the temple, but he couldn't afford anything. Excuse me for that. One day he noticed a beautiful stone, special shape. Sorry for that. He set out to clean it, to polish it, to shape it a little better, till it became a real work of art. Now all it needs is to get to the temple. It was way too heavy for him to be able to carry it himself. So he needed a moving company, but he can't afford it. All his life saving was 5 gold coins. That's all he possessed. But no one was going to do this difficult task, this heavy journey, just for this amount. They wanted much more. In his distress, he turns out to God, God, please help me. Suddenly, out of nowhere, 5 men appeared. Muscular, healthy. Can we help you? Are you a moving company? Let's call it so. What is it that you need? I need to transport that stone to the temple. We'll gladly help you, the 5 of us. 2 conditions. You have to give us each at least 1 gold coin, and you have to help. Says gold coins, that's exactly what I possess. 5 gold coins. I'll be glad to give it to you. As far as helping, I'll do my part, but it's useless. No, you have to do whatever you can. You have to help us. Pick it up. He's putting his hand and just goes through the motion because his act is completely irrelevant. As he put his hand there, suddenly he feels it as light as a feather, and in no time he finds himself with his stone in the temple. He wants to pay the 5 people for doing this amazing job. They disappeared. He's concerned. He has to pay them. So he went to see the Sanhedrin, the highest court, and says, I'm indebted to 5 people that I don't know who they are. How do I pay them back? When they heard the story, they said, look, these were obviously not 5 people. There was 5 angels sent by God to help you out in your distress. So Rabbi Hanina ben Doise went. As poor as he was, these 5 gold coins were dedicated for the temple, for transporting. So he went and gave this away to poor people in Jerusalem for them to have what they need. But the question is, why did they insist on getting 5 coins? They couldn't do it for free. They weren't going to get paid anyway. And more so, why did they want him to help? They knew that his help is useless. If it was a matter to take him along with them on the trip, they could have said, you just hold on to us. Or they could have done nothing and he would be there also, since the whole thing was miraculous. So the Rebbe uses that story in response to an individual who writes to the Rebbe, Rebbe, the task that you have given me is way beyond my capacity. There is no way I can accomplish it. And the Rebbe points out to this story, Do what you can. You have 5 gold coins? Give those 5 gold coins. You could put your hand under the stone? Do that. God will take care of the rest. As long as you do your part, that's when God will make sure that it happens. And this is a message for us in life complete, in general. We always have to know that God is next to us, God is with us, God is carrying us, God is helping us, God is doing it. But we have to do our part. So this is true also with our daunting task that we have been given to welcome Mashiach, to finalize the job of making sure that this world becomes the world of the final redemption. It seems daunting, it seems impossible. No, do your part. When we do our part, as the Rebbe says, add one little mitzvah, add a little bit in Avos Yisrael. God is doing the whole thing. But we have to do our part. So Eibishter, we've done our part. Please do your part. Bring us into the Holy Temple now.